What if I told you that the March on Washington was actually organized by a gay black man and advised Martin Luther King on his Gandhian nonviolent principles? No, seriously. Welcome to day 20 of my Black History Month series, where I give you a new Black history fact every day of February. Let's get back to it. This is Bayard Rustin. He's a massively important civil rights activist who actually helped Martin Luther King develop his system of nonviolent protest and is one of the central organizers of the 1963 March on Washington, where Martin Luther King gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. So why haven't you heard of him? Well, because he's gay. But Bayard Rustin's history as a hero actually goes way before the civil rights movement. He worked with A. Philip Randolph in the 40s to actually start a March on Washington movement, 20 years before the one we all learned about in school. He met with President Franklin Roosevelt to demand that the armed forces be integrated. In 1942, 13 years before Rosa Parks would do the same, Bayard Rustin sat in the front of a bus and refused to get up. He was arrested and beaten, but the media obviously never picked up the story. He also was a labor and union activist. In addition to being one of King's closest advisors, Rustin also helped advise the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party. He was a lifelong socialist and lived his entire life out of the closet. Rustin's being out since a teenager is a huge deal. It earned him suspicion from some of his peers. It also could have threatened his life in several instances. He was once arrested for lewd behavior, which was having sex with a man. And yet he refused to live his life in the closet. Still, he's been erased from popular memory about the civil rights movement because of his homosexuality and because of his affiliations with the communist and socialist parties. If you learned something new, let me know. And if you want to learn more Black history facts, come back tomorrow and every day for the rest of this month.